Nairobi University is undergoing a financial crisis. This is a serious story because it owes more than 12 billion Kenya shillings. Okay, let's imagine this. This is a university with close to 100,000 students. And each student on average pays 10,000 per month. And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because we are talking about undergraduate students, master students, and PhD students. Some of these are government sponsored, while others are self-sponsored. And we know self-sponsored students pay a lot. So on average, 10,000 per student. Per month, 1 billion Kenya shillings. Now, the question is, why are they still struggling and having this financial crisis? And to make the matter worse, this is an institution that receives 123 million Kenya shillings per month from the treasury. This 123 million is money that should be given to public hospitals, money that should be used to do roads and bridges, but not being given to Nairobi University. The reason I'm saying this is because these public institutions, public universities, they are plagued with poor academic culture. From the lecturers, the professors, they are not committed to what they do. And the reason I say that is because it took me 10 years to graduate with a PhD. The lecturers, the supervisors, they frustrate you. And the reason for that is because they have fixed mentality instead of having a growth mindset. Fixed mentality in this sense that because they are not being paid very well by the university, and the reason they are not being paid very well is because the university has got misplaced priorities. The universities have decided to invest in real estates instead of first paying their employees, which are the professors and lecturers. And therefore, professors and lecturers, they say, if we are struggling to get paid the way we are right now, what if we graduate more students with a PhD? They will come here and they will compete with us in these jobs that we are not even being paid more. They understand the story about forces of demand and supply, that when the supply is high, then the demand will be low, and when demand is low, the price that you pay for something that has got so much, that is so much in supply, is not as good. And therefore, to protect themselves, they don't teach very well. They have those delays. So what is the solution to all this? The solution for me would be to privatize these institutions, just like we did to Safaricom. And privatization does not mean that we make these institutions private companies. Privatization means it will still be a public institution, but it will not be fully owned by the government. For privatization is this company will still, you and I will have the opportunity to invest in this institution like we do for Safaricom. And if that happens, we'll see this university having proper corporate governance, that decisions will be made the right way. Like in the Nairobi University, we are hearing a case where the VC, who is the CEO of the institution, not being involved in key decision making. Like, for instance, the Vice Chancellor has complained about some lecturers being fired without her knowledge. And the counsel for this matter, these are non-executive directors, so to say. If I can explain how the structure for a company works, we have the shareholders, then we have the board of directors, and then we have the management team led by the CEO. The shareholders appoint board of directors, and the board of directors appoint the CEO and the management team, and it is the work of the CEO and the management team to employ and hire other members of the staff. And because the CEO is the one who has the knowledge to know what he needs and what is needed where. So when the board of directors now intervene and interfere with the appointments, And these board of directors members, they are not there. They are not full-time employees of the company. And in this case, the council for Nairobi University. So if we privatize this institution, we are likely to see proper governance structures where the council does not intervene and interfere with the day-to-day operations of the university. That is the prerogative and a preserve of the vice chancellor and the other management staff members. Because if we don't do this very well, I wonder what we are talking about CBC. CBC is about competence-based education, and it's all about application of knowledge to have skillful learners. It's about skills, and skills is basically implementation and application of knowledge. If these professors are not applying the financial knowledge that they have to manage this institution, then what is the work of CBC? What is the need of CBC? Let's do away with it as well.